Okay, go. So, hi everyone, good day. We are the group 5 and we are going to discuss about the language of mathematics, expressions versus sentences, and the characteristics of mathematical language. So, first, we have the language of mathematics. So, mathematics has specific language the students must understand in order to make meaning and develop their knowledge. So, mathematical language. So this is the language of mathematics or mathematical language is an extension of the natural language, for example, English, that is used in mathematics and in science for expressing results, scientific laws, theorems, proofs, logical deductions, and etc., with concision, precision, and powerful. Next slide, please. So, what is a language? There are multiple definitions of language. A language may be a system of words or codes used within a discipline, or a language may refer to a system of communication using symbols or sounds.
Math expressions versus sentence. Math expression, the mathematical analog of a noun will be called an expression. Thus, an expression is a name given to a mathematical object of interest. Whereas in English, we need to talk about people, places, and things. We'll see that mathematics has much different objects of interest. As what I've said earlier, an expression is the mathematical analog of an English noun. It is a correct arrangement of mathematical symbols used to represent a mathematical object of interest. An expression does not state a complete thought. In particular, it does not make sense to ask if an expression is true or false. Common expression types, three of the most common type of expression. There are numbers, sets, and functions. These are like the people, the places, and the things in English. Since people frequently need to work with numbers, these are the most common type of mathematical expression. And numbers have lots of different names. For example, the expression 5, 2 plus 3, 10 divided by 2, open parenthesis 6 minus 2, close parenthesis plus 1, and last is 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1. All look different, but are all just different things for the sum numbers.
So math sentences. The mathematical analog of a sentence will also be called a sentence. A mathematical sentence is an English sentence must state a complete thought. It makes serve to ask the truth of a sentence. Is it true? Is it false? Is it sometimes true? Sometimes false. Um, in English, nouns are used to name things we want to talk about, like people, places, and things. Whereas sentences are used to state complete thoughts. A typical English sentence has at least one noun and at least one verb. For example, consider a sentence. Annalie loves mathematics. Here, Annalie and mathematics are nouns, while the loves is a verb. So next, some ideas regarding sentences are explored. This is English sentences. So have words. So do mathematical sentences in the mathematical sentence like 3 plus 4 equals 7. So the verb is equal. So if you read the sentence as 3 plus 4 is equal to 7, then it's easy to hear the verb. Indeed, the equal sign is one of the most popular mathematical verb. Sentences can be true or false. The notion of truth. Example, the property of being true or false is of fundamental importance in the mathematical language. So here are the examples. 3 plus 4 equals 7. So if you count 1, 2, 3, 4, and add the 3, 5, 6, 7. So it is true. And for number 2, 3 plus 4 equals 8. So that should be false. And here, we have here the cat is black. So the thread of this sentence cannot be determined out of context. If the cat being referred to is ended black, then the sentence is true. Otherwise, it is false. And let's proceed to the 3 types of characteristic.
The first characteristics of mathematical language is precise. Precise is being able to make fine distinctions. Precision in mathematics is a culture of being correct all the time. Definition and limits should be distinct. Precise means exact and is getting consistent result. For example, we have if you are consistently measuring your height as 5'11" with the use of yardstick, your measurement are precise. Another example is a number of factors of given number is always countable. It is precise for the reason that every number in mathematics has a limited number of factors and it can be counted.
So, the second characteristics of mathematical is concise. So, when we say concise, it is expressing or stating an idea by using only a few words, or in short, able to say things briefly. For example, instead of writing x to the power of 4, you can easily write this. And now, let me call on Ms. Jessie Sumalo to continue the discussion.
The third one is powerful. Powerful is the ability to express complex thoughts with relative ease. I will give cite an example so that you will learn. So that you will more understand what is powerful in math. I'll give an example of Pythagorean theorem. In a right triangle, the square of the length of the hypotenuse is equal to the sum of the squares of the length of the other sides. So if you're going to represent the hypotenuse with a variable of c, while the other two sides is a and b. So we are now using the variables to represent the quantities or properties, and using variables, symbols, or expression can make mathematics powerful. Why? Because we can write very long sentences or very long sentence into just a simple equation or expression. Are you familiar with the equation using ABC? So we have Pythagorean math. C squared is equal to A squared plus B squared. In a right triangle, the square of the length of the hypotenuse is equal to the sum of the squares of the length of the other side. And we can also use diagram, symbols, or figures to represent ideas. And that is why math is very powerful, because we can solve anything, even though it's very hard. We will find a solution, or a solution to the problem. So that is powerful.
So that would be all. Thank you and goodbye.
Thank you, everyone.